Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make Turkish naan bread. For this we need 4 cups of plain flour, 6 tablespoons of normal vegetable oil, 4 tablespoons of instant yeast, 2 teaspoons of salt, 300 ml of warm milk, 300 ml of warm water. Here I've got some flour and some oil. That's if our dough gets too sticky, and that is to coat it once it's rising. So we're going to start off by dropping in our yeast. Just get this bit in. Okay, and to this I'm going to add in my salt and just give this a whisk. This is the most easiest naan bread, which goes well with curries, butter chicken, butter paneer, almost anything. Now I've got my milk here. I'm going to be adding another 300 ml of warm water. Let's put this in. And to this, I'm going to be dropping in my oil. Place that in and give this a little stir. Doesn't matter which direction, just stir. I'm going to drop this into my flour. Drop half of it in. Give it a stir. You can already smell the yeast. It smells wonderful. Okay, let's go in with more of our liquid mixture. We're looking for a nice soft dough. Keep on mixing this. I'm just going to clean down my bowl. I'm going to give this a good mix. There we go, it's coming together nicely. I'm going to pull my fork out, I've actually bent it. Okay, I'm just going to grab some flour and just flour my surface here. I'm going to drop the dough on here. I'm going to grab a little bit of flour and clean out my bowl as well. Just drop all that in. Just going to give it a small knead. This, unlike normal naan bread, doesn't need a lot of kneading. This is my all-purpose dough that I use for almost anything relating to naan bread or parathas. This is my basic recipe. Okay. Doesn't need that much of a kneading, but it's nice and soft, as you can see. I'm just going to take some oil and drop it into my bowl here. Just swish it around. Make sure you grease your entire bowl, because once it starts to rise, it's going to stick to the dough. I'm going to pat the top of it as well while I'm at it. Nicely. It's a nice soft dough. Now I'm going to put this into my bowl, and this is going to rise for 45 minutes. We're ready to roll our dough. Okay guys, after 45 minutes of resting, that's what our dough now looks like. You can see it's risen up quite nicely. Just poking holes in it for the fun of it. Now I'm just going to take some flour and dust my surface here. Just going to grab my dough. I'm going to just give it a quick knead. See, it's deflated quite a bit now. This is quite a versatile dough. See, it's nice and soft. It's almost like Play-Doh. Okay, now that we've got our dough nicely risen, we're just gonna grab little balls like this, flatten them, surface area dusted with flour, like so. Just grab handfuls, little balls onto our dusted area. As you can see, it's not that sticky as well. Okay, just gonna pass it down. Make sure you put flour at the bottom of your surface so it does not stick. Here we've got all our little dough balls now ready. We're going to start rolling them up now. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to take some flour and flour my surface here. A bit more. And I'm going to start rolling out my little naans. Make sure you get extra flour on there. You don't want it to stick. Just going to roll and turn. It doesn't really have to be round. It can be long. I'm not looking for a very thick texture. I'm looking for quite a thin one because with the yeast it's going to rise. I've got one done and the rest to go. Again, just flour, flatten, move it around and roll. Just keep on turning it as you go. It's just like doing a roti. This is a thick roti. You can do them in any shape, any size. As you can see, it's not that thick. See? There's our rolled naan bread. Now we're going to toast it. Here I've got my non-stick pan heating up. And what I've done is I've sprayed it with some spray and cook. And I'm going to put on my first naan. Okay, I'm doing a plain naan. But if you want, you can brush it with some melted butter. Or melted butter with garlic and parsley or dhania, all up to you. I'm doing it plain because I'm serving it with a kind of heavy dish this afternoon. You can see it's starting to bubble, which means it's cooking. Now that it's bubbled up nicely, I'm going to give it a turn. Just going to let this cook. You can see it's risen up inside. That's why I said you don't roll it too much. Just give it a turn like that. See, it's bubbling up, which means it's cooking on the inside, which is a good thing. This is nice and soft. It's not a stiff naan. One more time. See? It's nice and fluffy. And it stays soft the next day as well. Bubbling up nicely. And then to store it, I'm just using a plate with some wax wrap and a dish towel to cover over. So that way it stays softer. Now it's time to take our naan off the stove. Just going to flip it over like that. I'm going to cover it with my tea towel. And then we do number 2. It's going to bubble up nicely. Make sure your stove is on a medium heat as well, because when it's on a too low flame, it starts to get hard once it's done. We don't want that. We want a soft naan bread. See, it's quite quick on this one because the heat is now there completely. I'm going to turn it around. Be careful not to burn your hands. Make sure all the sides cook up nicely. I'm ready to turn again. You see it's fluffing up wonderfully. It's going all the way through, I think, this time. There we go. We still have to give it one more flip and then we take it off the heat. I feel like popping this now. Now that it's fluffed up, I have to turn it. There you go. Now it's going to release the air. It's quite easy. Here we have it, guys. Our Turkish naan bread. I'm having this with a cup of tea and some butter. Just want to show you guys. It's nice and soft. I'm going to tear one open. To the inside, perfectly cooked. It's a nice, soft, pockety texture. You can use it as a pizza wrapper as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, bye.